Hi there. It took me a few minutes to get the everything to work. I hope it's working. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm learning new. Oh goodness. I seem to be echoing. Oh, thank you, Catherine. So if if I'm echoing, please let me know. Okay. All right. I just had to remove myself from Instagram. I'm still trying to figure this thing out, but we will get it. Anyway, welcome to my Sunday vlog. I'm happy to have you here. Um, okay. Okay, good. Thanks, Sandra. So Sandra says it's okay on YouTube, and Catherine says it's okay. Not me, Catherine, another Catherine. I love I love your name. I love my name. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am we we are right on the edge of our conference. Our event is coming up this week, and so my weekend has been incredibly packed with finishing things up and getting ready for the event. And so I'm going to take a few minutes and sort of share a little more about the event. If you haven't registered already, I'm going to say that's where you're going to want to be. Okay. Here it is. I pressed the wrong button. Of course. It's one of those days. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to share my screen, and now you're seeing my screen. And now you should be seeing information on our upcoming event. So it takes us usually 6 months to put one of these together. They are complex. We're bringing speakers in, usually from all over the world. And we want always to explore a particular aspect that we hear from different ladies that they want to know more about. So, we have been um, supporting keto. Keto was like a gift when it came in. It helps so many women, and it doesn't help everyone, and keto isn't right for everyone. So we have Keto and Beyond because we've heard from so many different ladies that while keto works for some, it doesn't work for everyone. And so we're exploring a lot around nutrition. So the entire 3 days, which is going to be, I'm looking for the dates. I'll come back up. April 12th, 13, and 14, which is this coming week. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so these are our speakers, and I'll go through them because we have them each featured below. But I want to say that what we're really looking at is nutrition and how nutrition can help us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially. There's always a social aspect to it. And so I'm going to put the link so you can go. This is a wonderful little intro video. Leslyn Keith and Siobhan Huggins are the co-directors, and they have been putting it together. Hi, Julia. Julie. Yep, carnivore. Somebody asked about carnivore. Okay, I am just now putting this link in the chat, and I'm going to put it here so you can see it. And I'm going to take us back to the page that has all the information about the event. Thank you to our collaborators and our sponsors, Koya, Juzo, Keto Chow, Metsai, Sci Fox, Eros. Um, it says the Lipedema Project. The Lipedema Project and Lipedema Simplified are really co producing the conference. Original Ketone, Own Your Lab, Natural Wellness Boston, RLD Group, and Waries. And they'll be, some of them have been presenting already. They're on Facebook and YouTube. You can get short clips with them. Leslie's been interviewing people. I interviewed Dr. Carmody. We're going to be doing something on the semaglutides, on Ozempic, Wegovy, what am I missing? Monjoro, Zepbound, all of the latest drugs that people have been having some interesting results with in terms of losing weight. Anyway, unlock the secrets to joyful nutrition. So we'll be having different speakers. We'll be having small group discussions. We'll be having Q&A sessions. Okay, so day one is Friday, unlocking the power of joyful nutrition. Day two, navigating health challenges with expert guidance. And day three, as always, we spend time on self empowerment, advocacy, and community, because we really do believe it's community where we're supporting one another that makes the difference. Okay, some of the speakers, many you know us, me and Lisa Dore and Leslyn Keith and Siobhan Huggins and Dr. Carmody, I just mentioned. He is a diplomat in obesity medicine. In addition to the work that he's done a lot of work with us on lipedema and lymphatic disorders. But he will be giving us an overview, and I asked him for a little bit of a deeper dive into what are the semaglutides, how do they work? They're called GLP-1s. So he's going to be spending some time going through that, and then we're going to have a Q&A and a discussion, because I think that's important. So many of us have questions. And Dr. Gabrielle Faber from Germany, she has been working with her patients who are mostly a lot of lipedema patients with nutrition for many, many years, for over 20 years, and has had amazing results. So she will be speaking. And Georgia Eid. Dr. Eid is a Harvard trained psychiatrist who has spent a lot of time and energy and her interest in working with nutrition to help around mental and psychological disorders. And she's just come out with a new book. In fact, we're on Tuesday, Siobhan Huggins is going to be leading our book club. We have a book club once a month, and it's on Tuesdays. And we're going to be, looking at Dr. Ead's new book, which she's going to be talking about at the conference. So you're free to come. The book club is for our membership group, but we've opened it up to everyone so people can get a feel for it. And then we have Carrie Reedy, who is a nutritionist. She's one of our coaches and is just amazing. And Brian Wiley is a certified health coach. He works with Dr. Tro, who works with obesity medicine, and they've done amazing work in supporting many communities, not only lipedema, but those who are struggling with weight control. And Dr. Unwin, she is a health psychologist from the UK, and Sherry Honeycutt, who is a coach and facilitator. Sherry's focus is around helping people to design their own lives. You have more control than you think you do. Dr. Ali is an interventional cardiologist and is very deeply into nutrition. He will not be speaking at the conference. We have a we always do this. We do pre-events and post-events. So Dr. Ali is one of our post-events. Dr. Ballerstrud, who has experience and research in grass fed protein. We'll all learn this together. I mean, I always purchase grass fed when I can. Akanksha Daga, who is actually our marketing director, she's also a yoga and meditation instructor. So she's going to be doing some social connection time with us. And Dave Feldman, you do not want to miss Dave Feldman. He is our pre-event. Our pre-event is tomorrow night, Monday night. And if you go to either lipedemaproject.org or lipedema-simplified.org, there is a free webinar. He is going to be doing our pre-event, and you can sign up for it there. And Amber O'Hearn is doing one of our post events. She was one of the very first people to talk about carnivore. She's been carnivore for many years, has written and researched extensively, and so she'll be talking to us about that. And Gail, who is our community manager, Blanche, Anne Marie, and Connie, all four of them are community members, and they're going to be sharing their experience. We always have a really interactive patient panel. So that's a little bit of what we're going to be doing. Oh, early bird bonus. The price goes up this week. I stretched the early bird bonus out as long as I could. The price is going up this week. So if you haven't yet, sign up for the early bird special. Okay. So let me see what else. That's it. Okay, I'm going to come back. I put it in there. Let me see if there are any questions. Okay, here I am. Let's see. No, so if you have any questions, let me know and I'll answer them. Go ahead and put it in the chat. So, what is it about these events? I love them. I love them. They take months and months to put on. They take a team of us work on it. Literally, I think there's 8 of us or 10, and different people have different roles. And the thing about it is they're so interactive, and we learn not only from the experts, which I just went through most of them with you. There's so much to learn from them, but there's so much to integrate and learn from one another. And that's the thing that I love the most about our events, is that it gives us an opportunity to have discussion, to go much deeper than we normally would in our very, we have webinars several times usually. We can have a couple of webinars in a month, but we only get so much time. When we have the length of time and the sort of it grows over the 3 days, and we have community members who act as what we call heart guides, so that they help facilitate the process of the conversation so that people get to hear from one another. And I think that's the best. Okay. Um, there's one other thing that I have to share with you that we've shared, we've been sharing all week. But I have to share this with you because I am over the moon about this. Like truly, truly over the moon. I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen. Give me a second. If you've been around, you probably can guess, but we just had an article that we've spent several years writing. So the article is Proposed Framework for Research Case Definitions of Lipedema. And it's published by a journal, Lymphatic Research in Biology. I'll show you the cover in a bit, but this is the article. It's on the web, so it's what's called open access, and it's available now ahead of when the journal actually gets printed. The journal gets printed, I believe, in it's either May or June. So here it is. And the authors are Leslyn Keith, myself, Monica Wahi. She is an epidemiologist that works with us. Siobhan Huggins, Dr. Carmody, Dr. Faber, who's going to be speaking at the conference, Dr. Forna Cordero from Spain. She spoke at last year's conference. Dr. Michelini from Italy, Dr. Raprich from Germany, Dr. Roxon from Stanford Medical Center. He's the head of the lymphatic center at Stanford Medical School, as well as cardiologist. I'm saying these words, and I have to say, I wrote them and I said, I don't think it'll ever get old. We work like crazy. We're working internationally, back and forth, back and forth. Here's a change, and here's your idea, and here's my idea. And how do we put it all together? And then we have something, and this is the something that we have. We have a very comprehensive article that has looked at everything that's been published and come up with lists of what people agree on about lipedema. What are the characteristics that are agreed upon? So we put all of that together, and there were some that were agreed upon, and there were some that were disputed or had weak evidence, is how we termed it. So the article is about being able to define what constitutes a diagnosis of lipedema. I'm going to just keep going through it. Leslyn did her live on it this past week and did a lot about the clinical details. But for location, palpation, visual recognition of what happens to the tissue, cuffing, some have it, some don't. And so everything from family history to genetics to edema, some images of different stemmer signs that show edema. And of course, the staging. So, which we always talk about when we define lipedema. And then different studies and what we know about lab work and the results. And so we put together from this a very simple chart as how this could be applied, and either including, so primarily for research, you want to make sure you have the group of those who have lipedema that can be looked at versus those we know that don't have lipedema. It's how research is done so we can see what the distinctions are. So here, 3 years of work is this simple chart. At the end of the day, it's always something simple that actually can support the diagnosis of someone with lipedema. Now, even though it's for research, it can go tons in being able to support us as patients, being able to talk to and work with our healthcare providers. I get so many women reach out to me who have had a hard time getting a diagnosis. And so that's part of what we're working to end, really, so that, healthcare providers and clinicians understand and know about it. Um, Catherine, you're waiting for hip surgery. Okay, I'm just catching up. Okay, waiting for hip replacement surgery. EDL, do you mean Ehlers-Danlos? Are you talking about Ehlers-Danlos? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, thank you, Christine. Congratulations. Yeah, really. Oh, good. Christine put the article link in the chat. I'll put it in too. Okay, Kira asked, what are the conference hours each day? We start at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We start with social connection time, and then the first speakers start at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And we go each day till around 6-ish. One day it's a little bit earlier, one day it's a little bit later, but I sort of say around 6-ish. Oh, Kira wants to know when the schedule is going out. You'll be happy to know that it's one of the things we worked on a lot. All right, you guys, this is a big deal. This is not Bella. Bella's the one who usually comes and wants to be part. This is Karamia, and she's showing up today. It's big. She's usually the one that's shy, and she doesn't come out very much. So, okay, we got the hours, we got the schedule, and not only the schedule. Here, I'll show you the. Let me get it. Let me open it. I'll show you. I have to open it and then I'll show you because we are so proud of it. Oh God, did we work hard on this one? And we just got it done. So here, one more. I'm going over, but what can I tell you? Share screen. Okie dokie. Okay, here it is. Heart to Heart Virtual Event Conference, Keto and Beyond. It's a workbook and a journal. And so what we've done is lots of info. We try to keep it pretty to the point, but a place for you to fill it in. So it acts as a journal throughout the entire conference. And here are each day what the times and what the segments are. And then here are the actual topics And so we have a segment from 11 to, I think it's 1ish here, where we have a break until we have a break, and here are all the topics and who'll be speaking. So all of that's available, but there's a lot so that this can become your journal of what your takeaways are. Because what we do is we work towards a personalization of what you need. No two of us are alike. That's what it comes down to. No two of us are really alike. Oh, I got hearts. Oh my God, thank you. Gail, when we're all on together, Gail says, give us hearts, give us hearts. But that is really good. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Um, the schedule will be going out tomorrow. So we usually send the schedule out the week of the conference. Also, if you're signed up, we have a pre event reception that we will be doing. Let me tell you when, on Thursday, because we actually start on Friday. So our pre event kickoff is at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be going over things, answering questions, going over some tips as to how to make it work for you. And then after that, we have after the kickoff at 5 p.m., run from 5 to about 6, we have a premium access uh, sort of Q&A. So premium access is people can choose to do premium all access, where they get replays and special Q&A sessions and different other perks along the way. So gosh, and I talked about, there's more to talk about, believe it or not. I'm going to do it really briefly. You're going to have to come to the conference to hear the rest. We have been advocating for having a voice in the healthcare system. And I want to say that we have partnered with Learn for years. Learn is the Lymphatic Education and Research Network. They, and specifically Bill Rapisi, who is their president and CEO, have been instrumental in building and lobbying with Congress and getting all kinds of bills passed and funding through the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, NIH, the National Institutes of Health. Well, you're going to hear more about it at the event, but the NIH, which is really the epicenter of research in health and wellness in the US, is just started a commission on lymphatic disorders. This is big, huge, huge. This took years to make happen. And Dr. Roxon, who is one of the authors on the paper that we just published, is the clinical chair. They have clinicians and patients, which is wonderful. Caramia left her her, her fuzz. she likes to come and kiss me, and then she leaves fuzz. So we are excited because the commission's kickoff is right after our conference. Our conference is the 12th, 13th, and 14th, and the commission's kickoff is November 22nd. And all of us are invited. All of us are invited to have a voice. And so you're gonna hear me again and again and again talk about it, because it's the way that we're gonna get the kind of care that lipedema needs. So, and there's one other big surprise, but I'm going to just say you're going to have to come to hear about it. That's it. Okay, let's see. Oh, hi, Eileen. How nice. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Thank you. Um, okay. I think we got all of the questions and comments. Um, thank you. I'm so glad to see you. I know I went 10 minutes over, but we're on a roll. And there will not be, we usually have our sessions on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next weekend, we're going to be at the conference all weekend. So the next time I'll see you is 2 weeks from tonight, unless you're coming to the conference. So come to the event and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And thanks, whoever sent me that last heart. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.